These 5 financial wealth principles, biblical wealth principles, will change your life drastically. Hello everyone, you're welcome back again to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time coming across my video, you're welcome. My name is Grace, and here I talk about everything faith, purpose, relationships, lifestyle, every awesome content that gets to inspire you and ensure that you live God's ultimate purpose for your life. If that interests you or resonates with you, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to join the family. And if you're a returning subscriber, you're welcome back again. Thank you for tuning in. If you haven't watched my 3 videos where I talked about money, you should go watch it before you watch this concluding part. And today we're going to be establishing some principles that have to be in place if you truly, genuinely want to be wealthy, especially the God way, the biblical way that God has ordained it. And so let's get right into the video. Number 1 is wealth is a blessing. Wealth is a blessing, not a curse. So meaning that if you truly want to be wealthy, you have to check, is the blessing upon you? Is the blessing of wealth, the blessing of prosperity, the Father Abraham's blessing, is it upon you? And we know that by the reason of our faith in Jesus, in the Son of God. As Christians, as believers, we believe that we share in the Father Abraham's blessings. And we're not just talking about spiritual blessings here. Of course, that is the first. But the financial blessing also is there. And if you look through the scriptures where God was giving the children of Israel blessing, and he attracted it, or he attached it to they following the command, following the law of God that God has laid down for them. It says, if you obey the Lord your God, it will make you prosper, because he's even the one who gives you power to get wealth. So it's a blessing, not a curse. So you want to be sure that you are in the number. You are first a child of God, and that you believe that you share in the Father Abraham's blessing, because you are also an heir to the blessing. So if you're not in the number, or you don't even believe in the blessing, how then can you attract it? But you just have to get in the number. You have to be a child of God. You have to be born of God through Jesus, and then receive the blessing, be partaker of the blessing of prosperity, the blessing of wealth. Number 2 is giving, or put generosity. Bible says that he that waters shall also be watered. So it means that the principle of giving attracts more. Bible says, give and it will be given unto you, good measure, pressed and shaken down, and all of that. So it means that if you are going to be wealthy, you have to be a giver, you have to give, be generous. It's a principle that attracts wealth. When you hold things, the more you keep holding things to yourself, you can never have room for more. But when you give out, there will be room for more to come in. Planning and diligence. The Bible says the plans of a diligent man surely brings abundance. Meaning that when you plan and then you are diligent, the Bible says, seest thou a man diligent in his works, he will stand before kings and not just mere men. So meaning that you have to plan, but more importantly, put your plans before God, because it is God that establishes those plans. And when you put those plans in place, you have to be diligent, commit to it diligently, to bringing those plans, setting them into goals step by step, or literally to activities that can help you to achieve the overall goal of your finance. So planning and diligence is part of those wealth principle. If you ask the wealthy people how they do it, they do have plans, and they are diligent in putting those plans in place or working towards their goals, so that at the end of the day they get their desired result. But ultimately, commit those goals, commit those plans to God. By all means, you want to avoid debt and mismanagement. There was one particular message I was listening to, Pastor Oyedepo, where he talked about a borrower being a slave to his master. And if there is anything Christ paid for, he paid for your dominion, he paid for your victory. So you don't want to be in that position. because the blessing of Father Abraham is that you're going to be lending to nations and not borrowing. So as much as possible, a wise financial decision you can make for yourself is not to get yourself into debt, especially unnecessary debts. If you have to borrow money or take loans, please let it be calculated. Let it be for a good cause, maybe an investment or more business opportunities that you want to invest in, not borrowing to spend on liability or something that will not yield something in return, a profit in return. So that is what wise people do. That is what wealthy people do. They don't just borrow money because they want to borrow money. Borrow money for investment. So, but as much as possible, stay out of debt if you can. Seek God's counsel, seek God's wisdom, because truly God is the one who gives power to get wealth. So you need to commit it to God, and you need to allow God to teach you by His wisdom how you should get wealth, because this journey also at the end of the day is particular and peculiar to each and everybody. So not because this person succeeded in this particular way or in this particular opportunity, you are going to succeed. So that's why, especially as Christians, let God discern for you, let God guide you, let God teach you where to do, where to focus on, or the opportunities that is bringing your way. When Bible says the steps of the righteous are ordered by God, and as many that are led by the Spirit of God, they are the sons of God. So you want to be watchful, prayerful, and let God guide you into the right opportunity, the right investments, the right business opportunities to focus on. A bonus point is this: multiple streams of income is very important. Don't just stick with one source or stream of income. You need as much streams or multiple streams of income. Imagine the widow who came to the prophet, so that the prophet told to go and borrow many gallons because there will be overflow of, or imagine if she had borrowed just 1 gallon. So you don't want to be boxed into one source. You don't want to be limited or restricted to just one source. Wealthy people are constantly seeking for more opportunities to get more opportunities, more business opportunities, more streams of income. So if you love this series, please give it a like. If you haven't watched other episodes of this morning series, please do check my description. You'll find the link there, and share the link with someone. This year is a great year for you and me, and so I'll see you in my next video. Bye.